We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's conversation. It's so good to have you all here. Are you joining us for the very first time? Are you joining us for the very first time? Say hi in the chat box. Say hi in the comment section. I want to see you put in the comment section. It's my first time here. So, yes, today's conversation is like no other. Trust me. Hello, everybody. My name is Joy Eshimokai, and we are here on our monthly webinar. Good to have you all join us. Please, I want to read your comments in the comment section. How are you doing? How are you doing? Where is your comment? Say something in the comment section. Today, we're going to be talking about how one voice can spark a change. Has there been a time where your voice sparked a change? You want to share with us in the comment section? Share. So welcome to our YouTube live, everybody. I'm so excited tonight because tonight is not just any conversation. Today, we're going to be talking and celebrating a young lady whose voice is inspiring change. So as Prospect Life Academy, we believe that every voice, every child has a voice and their voice matter. And tonight, you see exactly why. So before we dive in, I'd like to know, where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Where are my people? Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? I know some people are joining us from all over. Yes. Where are you joining from? Is it just me or I can't see comments? Is it just me? Are you excited to be here? Quickly, if you did not subscribe, as soon as you came in, subscribe now. And click on the notification button so that you get notified every time we go live. So tonight, I'll be introducing someone very special. She's already waiting in the chat box. Hi, my Europe visa. Good to see you. Please prepare my Europe visa, okay? So yes, we're going to be talking about how young voices inspire a change. Yes, Oluwadami Lola from Abuja. Good to see you. Good to have you join us. Coach JD of the Most High. Good to have you join us. So yes, the young lady we're going to be listening to tonight is one who won the Speak to Inspire Contest 2024. Now, the Speak to Inspire Contest is a championship by the Prospect Life Academy, where we showcase, where we give a platform to young people to inspire. And so if you have not already seen that contest, if you've not seen it, you need to see it now. And so we had 10 speakers grace that platform. 10 amazing young speakers graced that platform, and we had a champion. And the young lady you guys are going to be witnessing tonight is not just another young voice, but an experience. She is an experience. I'm honored to invite right now and introduce to you a remarkable young leader. I love the way she's preparing to come. I love the way I can see her back end and she's just pumped up and filled with excitement, right? And making me smile from ear to ear. So at just 11 years old, Jasmine has already made significant, I think she's 12 now. She has already made significant strides as a passionate advocate for our planet. Remember, I told you that Prospect Life Academy, we believe that one single young voice can spark a change. And this is what we're celebrating tonight. Our journey began with a heartfelt concern for the environment, leading to her to spearheading a campaign that successfully integrated climate education into her school's curriculum. This initiative not only earned her a place on the Eco Council, but also inspired her peers to take active roles in environmental stewardship. Jasmine's eloquence and commitment were further recognized when she emerged as the champion of the Speak to Inspire contest 2024. Her speeches resonated with authenticity and a deep understanding of the pressing issues facing our world today. Beyond our environmental endeavors, Jasmine is a team player, finding joy and camaraderie on the football field. Yes, this one likes to play football. She loves not just to watch football, but actually play football. Ability to balance advocacy with personal interest exemplifies the well-rounded character we aim as an academy to cultivate. Tonight, as we celebrate Earth, so tonight we're celebrating World Earth Day, and we're bringing Jasmine to celebrate with us tonight. So as we celebrate the Earth Month and the voices of young change makers, Jasmine stands as a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of nurturing young voices. Ladies and gentlemen, my darling audience, please join me in welcoming the amazing Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine.
Hello, Miss Joy.
Hello, good to have you join me tonight. How excited are you? I know you're always pumped up, but tell us, how excited are you to join us tonight?
I am very excited, but also a bit nervous, but
A bit
mostly
nervous,
excited.
but mostly excited. Yes, nervousness can be a sign that you're excited and you're also very invested in what you're doing tonight, and it's a good thing you're doing. And yes, everybody help me welcome Jasmine. Let her see your comments. So yes, let's see your comments. Someone is already saying, welcome, Jasmine, in capitals. Yes, in capitals. Welcome, Jasmine. It's good to have you. So, Jasmine, tell us where you're joining us from right now. Where are you joining us from?
Uh, I'm joining you guys from UK, England. Yeah.
Okay. Jasmine, you're not a one single monosyllabic person. What's going on? So before we begin, just tell us a little about yourself. I think that will relax you a bit. You are a champion, baby. Let's go.
So, I'm Jasmine. I'm 12 years old. I come from Abuja but live in Milton Keynes, England. I love football. I love to speak. And I love encouraging my friends to try new things.
Interesting. So tell us the most recent new thing that you have tried.
Mm. Most recent new thing I've tried. Well, we just moved houses last week Friday. And
Mm-hmm.
before in my old house, I used to walk to school or use my scooter or bike to school. But
Yes.
when we now moved houses, my parents have to now be driving us there because to walk is gonna be like a hour or two. So for me, I'm trying to now settle in that my parents have to be driving me to school. And whenever we're going to school, I usually just me and my sibling just joke like it's Nigerian times because in Nigerian times we also get driven to school and we just joke around saying, "Oh, Justin, it's
We're
Nigerian
back to
times again."
Nigeria. Interesting. So I just remembered your famous scooter. Remember you talked about your scooter, how you got to the competition, a particular competition, or okay, you were supposed interview for the Eco Council. Yes, and how you
Yeah.
rode in your scooper. You told us that story in your winning speech at the Speak to Inspire contest. Jasmine, tell us, how was it winning the Speak to Inspire contest?
Coach Joy winning the Speak to Inspire contest, I was so happy. I remember when they were calling positions and they called my name, I got third place. And then the judges now said that was a mistake. And then they now called third place, it wasn't my name. They called second place, and it wasn't my name. And at this point, me and my family were literally holding our breath because we were so shocked. But when they called first place and it was my name, me and my family were so happy. The house was buzzing with excitement. Friends and family kept calling, congratulating me. Wow, joy. I
Oh, wow.
was super happy.
Oh, wow, Jasmine. So, yes, I was excited myself, but tell us, just share with us the journey from the beginning right up to this end that you just told me about. How was the entire journey, the Speak to Inspire contest? For those who do not know, I mentioned earlier, the Speak to Inspire contest was our very first baby in November 2024 when we came up with the idea of having our very own platform where we could encourage young leaders to contest in a speech competition online. So we had about six of the 10 contestants were from all over the world. Only four were Nigerians. We had Jasmine from the UK. I think we had like three speakers from the UK. We had somebody from Canada. We had someone in, is it Mauritius now? I can't remember, Zion. We had them from all over the world come speak on one stage, the Speak to Inspire stage, and it was interesting. If you've not already catch a replay of Speak to Inspire 2024, I want to encourage you to catch it right here. It's on our YouTube channel. And also look forward to Speak to Inspire 2025. But yes, Jasmine, please tell us all of the events leading to the Speak to Inspire contest and how I particularly want to hear the story of how you came up with your speech because all of our contestants came up with their own original, authentic speech. So we didn't write speeches for anyone. We just guided them on how to do it, and they came up with their speeches themselves. And yes, Jasmine came up with the winning speech. But Jasmine, please share with us.
So at first, I didn't even know anything about the Speak to Inspire contest, but my mom got an email about it, and she kept encouraging me and saying, "Jasmine, use this. You could channel your talking into something more useful and positive." But at first, when I looked at it, I have to be honest, I actually said no because it didn't look like something I wanted to do. But she kept encouraging me and saying, "Jasmine, try this out. It's going to be fun for you." So I reconsidered and I actually said yeah. And thank goodness I did because I wouldn't be here talking to you and my confidence wouldn't be as high as this. And I remember when I gave my first speech to Coach JD, thank you, Coach JD. She told me that it was a great speech, but she didn't see the me in it. And so I went back, I started adding some more bits into the speech. I refined it, and my mom also helped a little by just telling me to use the right words and sentences in some of the parts. And with that, I came up with a winning speech. To be honest, the whole contest was so good. And well done to the other contestants because at first I saw their videos and I was like, I don't have any chance. Rhoda, she had so much excitement in hers. Shalomit, her story was so touching, so emotional. And I looked at mine, I was like, all I have is some movement and a story. I don't have any chance of winning this. But wow, when I won the contest, all I did was say, it is what it is. That was a exciting moment for me.
It is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't. I love your excitement, and I love how it's already coming to a crescendo already. Everybody already knows, oh, yes, I see the energy, I see how it is that she won. And so, Jasmine, when did you first realize that you love to speak? When did you first realize that speaking was something that you loved?
Well, funny story actually. I realized I started talking when I was really, really young. So when I was young, I would usually talk to so much to the point that my dad says, Jasmine, it's enough, go and rest. I'll just walk off and I'll start talking to myself, making imaginary friends. And I'll actually say it's so much better because I have no limit. I can talk so much. I don't have anyone to say, Jasmine, stop talking. It was so much better that way.
So this reminds me of, so recently I had to present a speech, and part of what I talked about was how instead of parents and guardians and teachers and trainers, instead of telling children to keep quiet, should encourage children to should help them shape their voices to make impact, instead of telling them that they talk too much, to just take a moment and listen to what they have to say. So Jasmine, how is it your parents, how did they help you shape, how did they help shape the speaker in you? How did they help shape you?
Well, at first I told them that when my mom signed me up for the Speak to Inspire contest, they kept encouraging me. They were by my side every single time. They kept saying, Jasmine, I know you can do it, because at some points I thought, this is too hard. Mom, can you just sign me out of it? But my parents, they kept saying, Jasmine, you can do it. Jasmine, don't give up. And that's when I got my not giving up ability. I chose not to give up. I chose to keep fighting no matter what, because I know I have my parents by my side, some friends and families are also by my side, so I can do this. And also, Coach Joy, you kept telling me I had a powerful voice. At first, sometimes I actually didn't believe it, because I'm like, oh, I just talk. I don't really have that much of a powerful voice. But now I actually believe it. I have a powerful voice. So thank you so much, Coach Joy. You've helped in this journey.
Thank you so much, Jazz. Thank you so much. And yes, you still do have a very powerful voice, and your voice is already inspiring change. I think that the number of views on your video on YouTube has garnered like maybe 1,000, Coach JD, maybe 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 views already. And I mean, this is just the beginning. Your voice is powerful, and I'd like to encourage you to keep using it to shape your world, right? So, you've already answered a number of questions I was going to ask, but let me ask this one quickly before we move over to the Echo Council gist, right? So, what is that one thing? I already heard resilience. What is that one thing, the one powerful thing or the one powerful skill that you learned during the Speak to Inspire contest? Just one.
During the Speak to Inspire contest, I learned a lot, but because you've asked for one, I'll just tell you one. I learned that I had a lot of bravery, because I remember I keep saying, "Oh, I just want to give up. I'm too nervous. I'm too scared." But because my parents kept encouraging me, I developed bravery. I kept being brave, and even the things that I usually run away from in church, saying testimony, standing in front of people, taking announcements, even standing up to just pass the basket around for offering. Now I find myself doing that because I'm much braver and I've gotten a big confidence booster.
Much braver and gotten a big confidence booster. But before we move to the Echo Council, how does it feel, right? When people recognize you, like I said, you've had over 1,000 people, 1,000 views, and you mentioned that families and friends kept calling you to congratulate you. How does it feel when they watch your video and then come back to give you feedback? Do they come back to give you feedback, and how does it feel?
Yeah. Well, it felt really great. Because I was in school once and one of my friends just came up to me and she's like, "Oh, Jasmine, I typed your full name in YouTube and I saw that you came up as a public speaker. How does it feel like?" And I was like, I just kept laughing and I said, "I actually feels great." I didn't
It
just
feels
ask them the
great.
question. I
it
didn't
it
ask them the
feels
super
great.
deep.
It feels great. And you know what we're talking about tonight is one how one voice can spark a change. And you're already doing that. Before you know it, we're going to have 1 million people watch, then 10 million, then 20 million, 30 million, 100 million. And probably
Amen.
before you become an adult, people are just, your name is just going to become an household name. And I know in collaboration with all of the other things that you do, because the truth is with public speaking, you have to have Competence, you have to have knowledge for you to share through public speaking. So public speaking does not necessarily exist on its own. So is in collaboration with a lot of other things that you do. And that brings us to your role in the Eco Council. I remember the first time you mentioned Eco Council, I was like, which one is Eco Council? So Jasmine, tell us about the Eco Council briefly so I can ask you all of the questions leading to that.
Okay. So the Eco Council is where kids or even grown-ups come together to protect their environment and nature. Um, so it's technically like evangelism. We go out, tell people about the
Mm,
word of God and bring them into his community. That's the same thing with Eco Council. We go out, tell people how nature's getting polluted and things like that, and we try and bring more people in to help protect nature.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. I love that analogy, man. When you're a public speaker, you are a public speaker. Just like, I love that. Jasmine, I love that. That was top, top, top notch. So tell us, what do you, okay, you already told us about the message. So how has it helped you to grow as a speaker, being in the Eco Council? How has it helped you? You know, you talked about evangelism. I love that. So how has it helped you? Has it improved you?
It's improved me because I know I'm not just talking like being a chatterbox. I know I'm talking to make an improvement and an impact. So I know whenever I talk, I want to make sure I sound as positive as possible. I want to make sure I'm as clear, I'm as confident as possible so that people can take us kids serious because people just say, "Oh, they're just kids. They don't really know what they're saying." But we kids have
Mm.
wonderful, amazing ideas. We just need the opportunity to say them out loud.
Wow, Jasmine. Is somebody helping me put this in the comment section? Can you just put what Jasmine said last in the comments for me? She says that children actually have amazing ideas and they just need a platform to express it. Jasmine, did I get that right? I just used different words. They just need a platform and people to listen. Jasmine, that is beautiful. So, why is it important for children to speak for the planet? What exactly, how does it feel speaking for the planet? And then how can other children, can you encourage maybe other children how to speak for the planet? Just tell us how you speak for the planet, how it makes you feel, and how you can encourage other people speak for the planet, children especially speak for the planet as well. I know we had the subject matter championship where we had three advocates and their speeches are going to be going live from tomorrow. Speak for the planet, children like you. Jasmine, why were you not among those people? Coach JD, why did Jasmine even train them? All right, we're going to talk about that later, but tell us, how does it feel and how can other children begin to do this?
Well, to speak for the planet, it feels really great because I know I'm getting people to protect the environment. Because come to think of it, from the air we breathe, water we drink, and clothes we wear, it all comes from the planet. It all comes from nature. We don't want to get that destroyed because what would we now have to live off? Because there's nothing
Mhm.
to live off because all those things that we need, they all come from nature. And
Mm.
if young kids now want to start speaking up for nature, all I would just say is like shoot your shot, don't be shy. You have a great voice, use it for wonderful things. You don't even have to start big. Just save some stuff in your house, save light, save electricity, those sorts of things. Nothing big.
Nothing big. Shoot your shot. I like that. Shoot your shot. Use your voice. You have a powerful voice. Use your voice. Shoot your shot. And do not be shy. So, why is it important for children to speak for the planet? Why is it important to you, why is it important that children speak for the planet? I know that adults speak for the planet, a couple of them, and I also know that a lot of people, Jasmine, trust me, A lot of people don't really know the consequences of the little things that we do that actually affects the ecosystem, right? So how exactly how important is it for children your age or even younger or older, how important is it for them to speak for the planet? How important is it?
Well, it is very important because the planet is the future, and we want to start young. That way, we can build a better tomorrow. Because, like I said before,
Mm-hmm.
water, air, clothes, food
Mm-hmm.
all comes
Mm-hmm.
from
Mm-hmm.
nature. And
Mm-hmm.
when people destroy it and not many people are speaking up about it, it
Mm-hmm.
just shows not many people care about it. And in school, we watched a video where a country banned a video just because they were speaking up for nature. It was talking about an orangutan in a girl's bedroom. The
Mm-hmm.
orangutan came there and explained why it's there because people are destroying its place. They killed its mom, and nature and their environment is just getting destroyed just for palm oil, shampoos, hair conditioner is all getting destroyed, and that orangutan is just there all alone, no one to be there. The country banned that because the government doesn't want people to know what they're doing to the environment, and I see that as very wrong because that means you're just going to be hurting more animals and more people by doing that action. That's not very nice.
That's not very nice. Wow. Whew. That's not very nice. Heavy, heavy bombs you're dropping, Jasmine, and I can't believe you're just 12. You're 12 and you're shooting your shot. I like that. So, Jasmine, what would you say to children who want to help the planet, but they don't just know how? They want to help, they want to do something different, or those that don't even know, oh, are we even hurting the planet? So like I said, even adults do not know. Some don't know, are we hurting the how can we hurt the planet? What are we doing to hurt the planet? How can we help the planet? What do you have to say to children who, and even their parents, who want to help the planet, who want to, like we mentioned earlier, our topic today, our subject matter today is one voice sparking a change. So how can they, their own voice, spark a change? How, what are those little things that they need to do? Please, Jasmine, share with us.
So, like I said before, you don't really need to do big things. If you're not using light, turn it off, save your energy. If you're washing the dishes and you're not really, it's not time to rinse it, save the
Mm.
water. You don't need to leave the
Right.
tap running for long. That's just adding on to your parent bills. We kids, we don't pay bills, and we just think everything's good. Like we live in the houses for free and everything, but it's not actually good. Our parents are paying these bills, and we need to lessen that stress for them because it could become stressful for them if they have to pay so much. And it's just little things. Just turn off your lights, save water, little things like that. Go litter picking in your areas. You don't have to build massive trees or things like that. You don't have to start a protest. Just do the little things you can at home and in your environment before starting onto something big.
I love that. I love what you said. You don't have to do something big, just little things. You don't have to start the protest because when people hear us talk about advocacy rights, using your voice to advocate, they feel, oh, we have to go dress in a certain way, start a protest, and just start a chaos of some sort. They think advocacy is synonymous with chaos and riots and protests. But Jasmine just said, do something small. Go litter picking, turn off the light, put off the turn off the tap if you're not using it. Just little things that could mean a lot for the planet. So what's small? Okay, so yes, you answered. Jasmine, there's a way you answer my questions. Like you already know what I'm going to ask you, so you just answer everything. All right. So what is your message to parents and teachers? How did your parents and teachers actually support your voice? Let's start with your teachers. When you joined the Echo Council, then let's come back to your parents. I know we talked about it a little bit a while ago, but I want to hear what your daddy did, because you keep talking about mom. So I want to hear about daddy, because when before we went online just now, I saw daddy all over the place, hovering, ensuring that your system is ready, ensuring that your lights is ready, ensuring that everything is working. So I want to hear what daddy's doing to support you, even though we already have an idea. But please tell us about your teachers, then let's go on to your parents.
So my teachers supported when I was in the eco council. Whenever I had an idea and I just didn't know how to say it, I'll always go to them and they'll always give me the opportunity, the platform to speak what I think. Whenever I have something to do, I always go to them so they can help me, and they always make this thing super important in the school. Everyone in the school started noticing me just because of them, and it was great. Like, thank you so much to the teachers.
Your parents.
My parents, my mom, she helped a lot by encouraging me, and my dad, um my mom does day work and my dad does night work. So my mom's usually in the office. So whenever I'm home with my dad always helps me with things I have to do. He's always saying, "Ah, Jasmine, don't you have a meeting tonight? Go and be preparing. Let me help you with this. Let me help you with that." And it was so good to know that even though mom's at work, I have my dad there to help me with everything that I need to do, and also to prepare for any meetings I have.
I love that. And I love how dad just showed up tonight and it was just all over the place. Daddy, thank you for joining us. Well, so what's one thing? What's that one thing you wish that more people understood about advocacy? The one thing you wish that people understand. So a lot of people, like I mentioned earlier, just think, oh, advocacy, you have to cause an upheaval, you have to have a protest, you have to scream, carry placards, and do all sorts. But what's that thing that you wish that they knew better, especially for parents? So when we came up with the subject matter championship and we're talking about advocacy, right? Children advocating for the planet and all of that. We got a little kickback. Like people were like, ah, how can you tell my child to become an advocate? How can you tell my child to speak for something other than the regular things that they should be talking about? The whole planet, how do you mean? So what's the one thing that you think that parents should know, that the audience should know? Share with us.
Well, I want you just to know that we don't, the planet, we just don't live off it. We also have to protect it, because one day, sooner, later, we're not gonna be in this world. So we want to make as much impact as we want to help others live better. Kids, we can do so much things. Have the bravery to do it. Don't be shy. Just speak up and nothing will happen. The least that could happen is just someone says you're wrong, but you know you're not wrong. So just speak up for what you believe in. And for parents, if you have a kid that's a chatterbox, don't always shut them down. You do what my parents did. Just sign them up, challenge their speaking into something more useful and positive. Sign them up into Coach Joy's Speak Out Boot Camp. You'll be amazed by the results that will happen. Who knows? Maybe one day your kids could become one of me. You never know. God is in charge of the future.
Ah, thank you very much, Jasmine. Thank you very much, Jasmine. And it's been fun having you here tonight. And you said you've dropped so many tips, challenge your children into something more. Let them use their voices. Their voices can spark a change. So Jasmine, your friend, very nice time to talk about the social impact of your work in of the Speak to Inspire contest you're engaged in. Interestingly, your best friend is here.
Hi, Rhoda.
And is this the Rhoda or is this another Rhoda? But please tell us, how did your friendship is one of the friendships that we showcase in the academy, telling parents how joining the academy is not just about improving public speaking skills, but also also learning social skills and having friends that also inspire you. So tell us about your how you became friends with Rhoda and how where that is leading so far. Share with us quickly.
So I remember when we first had our meeting, and Coach Joy now asked who wants to be a class leader. Everyone raised their hand, even Rhoda, and Coach Joy ends up picking Rhoda. And so I'm just private chatting Rhoda. I'm saying, "Oh, congratulations, Rhoda! I know you can do it as a public speaker." And then we just keep chatting and chatting, and we just realized, oh, we have so much in common. We just asked, oh, where do you live and things like that. And from then on, we were not asking, oh, what's your mom's phone number? Let me call you, me and Rhoda, after that, we've been so close every time. If I want to join a meeting with Coach Joy, I'm always looking in the chat, but is Rhoda here? Is Rhoda here? Let me talk to her. I want to talk to her. Because every single time, Rhoda makes the lesson so fun. Even when she was class captain, she would even put everyone in line. She would be saying, if anyone's being out of behavior, she's always like, everyone behave yourself. Listen, Mrs. Token. She was such a good class representative. I liked her so much.
I love it. I love your relationship. So it buttresses our message in the at the Prospeak Life Academy about how that we're not just raising speakers, we're raising leaders because speakers are leaders and leaders are speakers. So tell us, what is the one important thing that you learned from winning the Speak to Inspire contest to advocating for at the Eco Council in your school and to still be doing it as evangelism and all of that? What is the one thing, the one very important? I know we talked about resilience earlier. The one very important skill that you've learned at the Pro Speak Live Academy, because you're in a speaker boot camp, right? So the speaker boot camp is the boot camp that we run for 6 months straight in the academy. We have two cohorts running, January to June and then July to December every year. The first cohort is currently running for the year 2025, and Jasmine happens to be a part of that cohort. So Jasmine, what is the one important skill that you have learned in the speaker bootcamp?
One important skill I've learned. Well, I've learned that I've learned a lot.
Okay, share with us all the lot you've learned. We're not trying to put you in a box. So Jasmine does not function in a box. Just let Jasmine talk. So Jasmine, share with us what you've learned. Let me leave the one
Uh,
out. Share with us. If there are 10, give it to us, one after the other.
I've learned that I've had a powerful voice, like I said before. Again, thank you, Coach Joy, for always encouraging me to speak up no matter what. I also learned I was really brave. Every single time I want to now do things I've not even done before. Even in school, I want to now sign up for loads of different things. And I also learned that I don't give up really easily. If so, let's say, one time I wanted to try out for a football team, but in school we needed like a top class people. I tried out so hard. I practiced, I practiced, and I practiced. No matter what I did though, in the end I didn't get to go on the team. But that didn't stop me from practicing football. Every single time in my back garden, I play the game, I play football. Even my mom would say, Jasmine, it's late, come inside, it's enough. But I would be saying, please, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. I don't give up that easily because I know one day, not now, but maybe later on in the future, my dreams can come true. I just have to believe, not give up, and keep pushing for my goals, which other kids should also do because you never know what might happen in the future. Just don't give up, believe in yourself, and keep pushing for your goals.
Someone please help me put that in the chat box. Someone will come across that and it will help them. Don't give up, keep pushing, believe in your dreams, and they will come true. Jasmine, your dreams will come through. Well done,
Amen.
Jasmine. And I'm not ready to leave you just yet. So recently, I got on a platform and I was talking about young voices and why they matter. Jasmine, can you share with us how what your opinion is on young voices? Do you think that children should be given a voice? I know earlier on you mentioned something about children have a lot to say, but all they need is a platform to express it. Tell us why you think, do you think young voices matter? Do you think young voices matter? And why do you think so? Tell us also about your voice. Do you think your voice matter? Just share with us. Do you think young children's voices matter?
I think my voice and young voices matter because we never know what it might actually lead to. My voice has actually made an impact on some of my friends in school because since they found out I was what part of the eco council and a public speaker, I keep talking to them about saving their energy, and they even go home and always telling me when they come back, they're like, "Oh, Jasmine, I saved energy in my house. I turned off some lights in my house. I saved water." And I've seen, oh wow, my voice is making an impact on even my friends. We can do many things. Young voice actually does matter because many people have spoken up and changed the world even at a young age. Let's take Malala Yousafzai for an example. She wasn't exactly around my age, but she was still young. She got shot in the ear and she spoke up for women's education. And now look at where we are right now. Look at where she is. Everyone still remembers her, and now women have the right to be educated. Young voices really do matter because it might lead somewhere into the future, and we just don't want to give up because you don't know what the world has to offer for you. So just never give up.
Never give up, keep pushing, and you don't know just what the world has in store for you. Well done, Jasmine. Just dropping nuggets back to back. Thank you very much, everyone in the comment, and for just helping us summarize everything Jasmine is saying and dropping on the box. Jasmine, what do you have to say to parents whose children were like you? The chatterbox, the talking, the non-stop. What advice do you have for them? What can they do to ensure that those chatterboxes, those children who don't just stop talking, can use their voice and it can begin to matter in their environment, in their community, in their schools? Who knows? How can parents help channel their children's voices?
Well, I've said it before, but you can enroll them in Coach Joy's.
Something else. Yes, enroll them in Coach Joyce Prospect Academy. Yes, bring all of them. Yes, number one, enroll them. Help them
Yeah,
use their
and
voices.
you can also sign them up for loads of different things. Even just look for another eco council place you could sign them up for. You could sign them up for that, sign them up for public speaking, anywhere, just somewhere that they can use their voice for meaningful things. Even the Bay Club, you could sign them up for that. Just make sure they are, you just don't shut them up. Make sure they use their voice for things positively and meaningful, because kids, like I've said before, very good ideas. We just need the platform to speak. And I'm gonna say, to be honest, the Bake Club would be the best one, because there you can meet other people and you can also debate about things you think are right and many different things. Just channel their voice into something useful. Sign them up for many different things. Make sure they are productive and using their
Make
voice
sure
very well.
Make sure they are productive. Let them channel their voice into meaningful use. Jasmine says, don't shut them up. Don't shut them up. Let them use their voice meaningfully. Let them use their voice to spark a change, just like Jasmine is doing. And yes, like Jasmine said, you can enroll them for all of our courses in the academy. Some are scrolling on your screen right now. Enroll them, bring them. We're ready to help them shape their worlds with their voices. Jasmine, thank you very much for joining us tonight. But before I let you go, I want you to tell us about your winning speech. So we're going to go to that speech for a moment. Exactly what inspired that speech? Because I remember your speech was about joining the Eco Council. What inspired you to use that speech as the winning speech for the Speak to Inspire contest? Jasmine, I remember the first day I think it was the day before, I can't remember, it was during rehearsals. And immediately I heard the speech. I know it wasn't, we got to refine it, and you got to slow down a bit, and then you got to put in all of the important information in the appropriate places. But exactly what inspired the speech? I remember hearing it, and for a moment I froze. You were still 11 then. I was like, what? What was I doing at 11? So tell us, what inspired your speech?
Wow. The thing that inspired that speech was when I was 11, I just realized that's my second speech I had to speak in front of people. And that one was even more powerful than the first one, because it had so much resilience in it. Points I even thought about giving up, anxiousness and bravery. So I was like, wow, this is a powerful speech. Why not just use that speech? Because I said it to my mom once. Even my parents were proud when I used that speech in school. They liked it, and I was like, wow, I need to use this speech for other things. And so I thought, it's a Speak to Inspire contest. This speech inspired the teachers to give me the Eagle Council role. So it could probably inspire the judges to let me win. So I used the speech, and like I said, it is what it is. I end up winning, but that speech was probably one of the best speeches given in my life.
That was not just one of the best speeches you've given in your life, it was one of the best that I've listened to. So at some point, so the idea is to get everyone on this stream go watch that speech. You just need to, and while you're at it, watch all of the other speakers, right? So this year particularly, we have dedicated our YouTube lives to listening to every single one of the Speak to Inspire contestants speak on this platform, right? So in February we had Rhoda. In March we had Shelomith, the CEO, and then now we have Jasmine. So next month we're going to have another of the Speak to Inspire contestants. So we've had all of them come speak to us, so you understand caliber of children that we're raising in this academy. So, Jasmine, the part that wowed me a lot and kept me quiet for, I think it kept me quiet for, can you remember? Maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe 30, maybe a whole minute. I heard my name in the speech and I was like, whoa, 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 hold on. I had my name and I was like, Jasmine, hold on. And it was a very, very powerful conclusion to a very extraordinary speech. So, yes, all of the speakers on the Speak to Inspire contest were extra ordinary. But that was a very extraordinary conclusion to an already beautiful speech. Jasmine, can you take us back and just give me that last? Can you remember?
Uh, Not
I can
really.
never forget. Just like,
Just like Malala Yousafzai and Nelson Mandela, you could use your voice. Oh wait, just like Malala Yousafzai, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., and Coach Joy Eshimukai, you could use your voice for mm, many things, either that or powerful things.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember I
Well,
called.
that wasn't. You called your name, ma'am. You called your name, and I was like, okay. Joy is inside. Jasmine is inside. My God, it was a powerful closing, and I wish that everyone can go watch that powerful, inspiring speech. Yeah, Jasmine. Rhoda is here. Rhoda is here, and she insists that that was the most inspirational speech she's ever heard. You and Rhoda, my God, best friends forever. So, Jasmine, in conclusion, right, I want you to go rest. I know you have a lot to catch up on. But before I let you go, I want you to tell the audience, right, how they, so we have different kind of people here. We have parents here, we have young people here, we have young people here, we have parents here, we have a diverse audience. And for people who are even going to watch this and are not really streaming live with us, I want you to advise one, parents, advise two, young children like you, and advise us, the academy. Can you do that in a few minutes? Let's go. Number one, advise parents. We've talked about how your parents have helped you, shape you into becoming this powerful speaker you're becoming, right? And then talk to children like you who want to speak for something, spark a change, and then talk to us, the academy. So start with parents. Take it away.
Well, I just want to say, if your kid has ideas, listen to them. Just make sure you are encouraging your kid as they grow up, because those voices that your kids have are powerful. We kids, we just don't get ideas and saying, "Oh, let's do this, let's do that." Something has sparked us to do that, and we want to share our ideas with you guys. So I'm just saying to parents, encourage your kid with any speech they have, because we never know what that speech might come to or lead to in the future. And to kids who want to start speaking up but just don't know how to, I'll just say, don't be shy. You have a great voice. If you talk to your parents, talk to your friends, that means you can already talk to many people. So just why not just go and do many things? You can do anything you want. Just be brave. Don't be shy. Shoot your shot, like I've said before, because you never know what might happen in the future. Only God holds the future, and you can change that. And
You, You can change the world, Jasmine. You can change the world. So talk to us, talk to the academy. We're ready to hear you, baby.
Uh, for the academy, you guys are already doing a great job. You guys have helped loads of young kids, including myself. You've helped us with many different things. You've helped us to become great speakers. And I'm even thinking if you've been in the Speak Out Bootcamp and you become famous all of a sudden for speaking and you don't mention Coach Joy, hi, I don't think you have been taught well. Because Coach Joy, she has been the one who has made you speak very well. Thank you so much, Coach Joy, for everything you have done for us girls. You have helped us in so much ways. Thank you to all of you. You guys are wonderful. You guys are excellent. I don't even have anything bad to say about this academy. It's totally wonderful.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. Thank you so much, Jasmine. And thank you for just bringing your best foot forward today, as usual. And I love how you have grown, Jasmine. I love how you have grown. I love the beautiful, bold, confident woman you are becoming. Very clear, very bold, very confident. You're so confident that your voice can indeed spark a change and create many levels of change. And I have no doubt, we at the academy have no doubt as to what you're becoming in future. So you've been talking about dreams, that your dreams will come true. Your dreams will come true if you use your voice, Jasmine. We are certain that your dreams are already here. They are already coming true, and we see how you're blossoming into this very, very confident, bold woman. Thank you so much, Jasmine. It was fun having you here tonight. Exciting, exciting. I must say. Did anybody catch something? Can you just put in the chat box? In the chat box, what was your highlight? What was your highlight? Jasmine dropped a lot of nuggets. Jasmine said that shoot your shot. She said to young people, shoot your shot, do not be shy. The way I'm going to be using this line now, do not be shy. She says that children have ideas, a lot of ideas that can spark a change. And she said to parents, do not shut your child up, don't shut them up. Help them channel the use of their voices into meaningful use, and then encourage them to use their voice to spark a change. Thank you, Jasmine, for being here with us tonight. We love you. And yes, your friend has been in the comment section just telling you how proud she is of you and how she can change the world. Yes, how every child can change the world, and how you're doing so much already. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Your voice matter. Do not forget, keep using it. Keep making us proud. We love you and we are rooting for you. Thank you, Jasmine. Any last words
Thank
before we
you.
go? Any last
Well,
words?
I have to say, number one, thank you for everyone who has been supporting me in the comment section, especially Rhoda. I love the confidence. Of course, you can change the world. Just believe in yourself, and the thing might happen for you. Everyone, you can do many wonderful things. Just need to believe in yourself. And Coach Joy, thank you so much for
Thank you,
raising
baby.
us girls to be wonderful. And I know make us be many, many different things by the name of God.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. Yes, Jasmine energy is an energy that I love, 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 love around me. Jasmine, thank you so much. And yes, have a good night, baby. So, yes, you heard her. Help your child channel their voice into good use. Create for them a platform where they can put their voice to use. Let them know that their voice indeed can spark a change and can change the world. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. And do not forget that the Prospeak Life Academy is where is a platform, an environment where your child, no pressure environment, where your child can use their voice and can believe in that voice, that the voice can actually spark a change. So yes, at Prospeak Life Academy, we believe that your child's voice can change the world. Yes, and we help them wield the power of the voice, knowing fully well that their voice is their superpower and they can use it for anything that they need to. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We've had an amazing 60 minutes. Yes, join us again last Sunday of the month, next month, where we'll be talking about another very important subject, and we'll be speaking with another Speak to Inspire contestant. Don't forget to join us in the Prospeak Life Academy. We have our number scrolling on the screen. Join us, and yes, we can get your child to use their words to shape the future. Have a good night, everybody, and see you again soon.